Good day everyone, my name is Marvin. So today I'm going to solve grade 10 paper 1 November 2021. So for students who are going to grade 10 or for students who just want to practice for fun to score marks for this paper, question 1 and question 2, let's solve this together. You can start by trying out and check the solution later. So let's start with question 1. So question 1, they said to factorize the following expression fully. So in order to factorize this one, 1.1.1, so we're given 4x minus x cubed. So they said to factorize the following expression. So to factorize this expression, we have to take the common factor from this number and this number. And what is the common factor? The common factor is what is x. So x is common this side and this side. So we have to do what? We have to take the common factor. So we're going to say x into, so what is the remaining one here is going to be 4. What about this side is going to be minus x squared. So now what do we need to do? We need to factorize the number inside the brackets. So if you check, 4 is a perfect square and the x is a perfect square. So this is going to give us what? It's going to give us 2 minus x and 2 plus x. So this is factorizing the following expression fully. So finally you can just say x into 2 minus x, then 2 plus x. So this is the expression. So you're going to get 2 marks for this. So okay, let's go to 1.2. 1.2, we're going to factorize this one. So 1.1.2, we're given x squared plus 15x minus 54. So to factorize this one, the first thing that we need to do is to write two brackets like this. And then first step, we're going to put x here. We're going to put x here. The reason, when we multiply these two x and this one, is going to give us what? X squared. So okay, so okay, now we can do what? Since there's positive and negative here, write positive and negative. So okay, now we need to do what? We need to check the factors of 54. So we're going to write 54 and let's check. So you're going to take your calculator and say 54 divided by 2. So it's the same as 27 times what? 2. So you're going to check again. 54 divided by 3 is what? Is 3 times 18. Let's check. 54 divided by 4. So that one, it give you a fraction. So we skip that one. So 54 again divided by 5 is giving us a fraction. So we skip that one again. So 54 divided by 6 is going to give us 6 times 9. So let's check. 54 divided by 7 is giving a fraction, so we skip. 54 divided by 8 is also giving us a fraction, so we skip. 54 divided by 9, so it's the same one as 6 times 9. So from the 3 factors that you have, we need to check. So since here we have 15, we are looking for a number that we can minus in order to give us 15, positive 15. So let's check with this one. So if we minus this number, they are not giving us 15, they are giving us what? They're giving us 3. So this one is out. So let's check this one. So this one, 18 minus 3 is giving us what? 15. And when we times this, 3 times 18 is going to give us what? 54. So now we can conclude and say this one is what? Is the factors of this one. So okay, now we need to do what? We need to put 18 and what? And 3. So the reason why 18 is positive is because is because of this expression here, 18 minus 3. So we need positive 15, and here is positive 15. So that's the reason. So this is your answer. So they're going to give you 2 marks for doing this. So okay, let's go to the next question. The next question, they said simplify this one. Okay, so it's 1.1.3. so we are given let's check again. We're given y minus xy, y minus xy plus x minus 1. So okay, for this one, the first thing that you need to do is to arrange the numbers that has common factor. So let's arrange this one in one side. So let me arrange this. I'm going to write like this: negative x, y plus what? X. Then now I'm also going to write what? I'm also going to write this one this side, positive y minus y. So okay, this side I'm going to take the common factor, which is what? Which is x. But let me take it as negative. So I'm going to take negative x. So here I'm going to have what? Y. So here I'm going to have what? Negative 1. So the reason why now is negative 1, when you times this one back, is going to give us what? Positive x. So okay, now this one is what is I can put this inside the brackets. So it's y minus 1. So since we have this one and this one, which is common, I can simply write this like this: y minus 1. Then this one I can simply write 1 minus x. So this is how we factorize this one. So they're going to give you 2 marks for this. Oh no, this one is 3 marks. So okay, let's go to the next question. Next question, they said, they simplify the following expression fully. We're given this one, they want us to simplify. So it's 1.2.1. So we're given x plus 2, then x squared minus x plus 3. So they want us to simplify this one. So in order to simplify this one, we're going to take the first term, which is x, and multiply everything in the second brackets, and also take this one 2 and multiply everything in the second brackets. So let me use a different color. So I'm saying we're going to take the first one. So it's x times what? Times everything inside the second brackets. Then I'm taking what? I'm taking 2 plus 2 and times everything in the second brackets. So okay, now we are going to do what? We're going to take this and times this. So it's going to give us what? X squared, x cubed. So I'm going to take this again and multiply with this one. So it's going to give us what? Negative x squared. So I'm taking x again, the red x, and multiply with positive 3. It's going to give us positive 3x. So okay, now we are going here. I'm going to take this one, this 2, and multiply with what? X squared. So it's going to give us positive 2x squared. So I'm going to take this one again and multiply with negative x. So it's going to give us negative 2x. So I'm going to take 2 times what? Positive 3. So it's going to give us positive what? 6. So then now we need to do what? We need to take the common factors. So if we check this one and this one, they are common factors. And what? And this one and this one, they are what? They are common factors. So okay, now let's add the common factors. No, let's add the like term. So I'm going to say x cubed. This one and this one is going to give us positive x squared. Then this one and this one is going to give us what? Positive x plus 6. So this is the answer. It's when you factorize fully. So okay, let's check the second one. So the second one, we're given in fraction. We're given this number in fraction. They want us to simplify. So it's 1.2.2. So we're given 5 over x plus 3 minus 3 over 2 minus x. So for this one, the first thing that you need to do is to check the LCD. The LCD for this one, you just need to take the numerator and multiply with what? No, you need to take the denominator and multiply with the denominator. So this one, you're going to say what? You're going to say x plus 3 and 2 minus x. I'm saying you take this and multiply with this first, right? And then after that, you're going to take this one and multiply with what? With 5. So it's going to be 5 times what? Times 2 minus x. So then now you're also going to take what? This one and multiply with what? With negative 3. So you're going to say negative 3, then x plus 3. Okay, so now we can do what? We can try to simplify. So 5 times 2 is going to be 10. 5 times negative x is going to be negative 5x. Then 5 times, negative 3 times 3. Negative 3 times x is going to be negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 3 is going to be negative 9. And divide by x plus 3, then 2 minus x. So okay, let's add the like term. So adding the like term, this one is going to give us what? Is going to give us negative 8x. So it's negative 8x. Then 10 minus 9. 10 minus 9 is what? Is 1. So the final answer is going to be this one. So this is the final answer. Okay, now let's go to the third question. So the third question, we want to simplify this one. So okay, let's try to simplify that one. So it's 1.2.3. So we're given 25x times 15 x plus 1 divided by 3x times 5 to the power negative x. So okay, this one we need to simplify this one. We know 25 can be written as what? As 5 to the power 2, right? So this one is going to be 5 to the power 2. So since here we have x, so we're going to times 2 and x, so it's going to be 2x, right? So we also know that 15 can be written as what? 15 can be written as 3 times what? Times 5, right? So to the power what? To the power x plus 1. The reason why we need to change this one is because you can see that we have 3 and 5, so we trying to have the same base or a common base. So then we're going to divide here by 3 to the power x times 5 to the power negative x. So here we can simply simplify this by saying 5 to the power 2 times 3 to the power x plus 1 times 5 to the power x plus 1 all over then 3 to the power x times 5 to the power negative 1 negative x. So okay, so since here we have the same base, we can just add the exponent. So here we're going to say 5 to the power 2x plus x plus 1 times what? 3x plus 1 all over what? All over 3x times 5 to the power negative x. So okay, this one is going to give us what? Is going to give us 5 to the power 3x plus 1 times what? 3 to the power x plus 1 divide by what? Divide by 3x times 5 to the power negative x. So okay, allow me to finish this question here. So okay, now it's going to be what? It's going to be, so okay, now since we have common base, we can simply say 5 to the power 3x plus 1. Then, so remember, when we are trying to eliminate the quotient or the division, we are simply going to say minus, then minus x, right? So and then for 3, it's going to be 3 to the power x plus 1. Then for this one, is going to be just minus what? X. So, okay, give me a few minutes. Let me check the laptop. So, okay, now to simplify this one, so this one is going to be what? Is going to be 5 to the power what? 3x plus 1. This one is going to be plus x times this one is going to be 3x, and x is going to cancel each other, so we have to the power 1. So this one is going to give us what? 5 to the power 4x plus 1 times what? Times 3. So this is the final answer. So okay, let's go to the next question. So the next question, they said determine the value of 3p plus q to the power 2 if we were given that 9 p squared plus q squared is equals to 12, and p and q is equals to negative 3. So guys, I realize for this one, you can check my equation. I wrote this one as 25 to the power x times 15 to the power x plus 1 divided by what? 3 to the power x times 5 to the power negative 1. So I was solving this equation, which is different from this one. So that's why my answer is different. So it's not an error. I was just solving a different equation. So since I have shown you how to simplify this one, please try to simplify this one. So the solution that I presented is not an error. It's just that I didn't see that there is a negative x here. So I solved this one. So your homework now is to do what? Is to solve this one. And your answer for this one is going to be what? Is going to be 15. So just try to simplify this one. And if you don't get 15, your answer is wrong. So let's proceed with the last question. So the last question, what we need to do here, we need to solve the value of this one, given that 9p squared plus q squared is equals to 12, and the product of p and q is equals to negative 3. So the first thing that I can advise you to do, let's try to simplify this one and check if it's connected somehow. So we're going to say 1.3. So we are given 3p plus q squared. So want the value of this one, given what? Given that 9p squared plus q squared is equals to 12. And also that p and q is equals to -3. Let me check again because I don't want to repeat the same mistake. Yes, it's correct. So okay, so I said the first thing that I need to do, try to simplify this one and check whether it's connected to this. So here we're going to say 3p plus q, 3p plus q. So I'm trying to simplify this one. So you're going to take the first one, which is this one, and multiply everything inside the second bracket. So it's going to be, this times this is going to be 9p squared. Then at this one times this is going to be plus 3pq. Then I'm done with this one. Now let's come to q. So we have to take q and multiply everything in the second bracket. So we're going to times this, and this is going to be plus 3pq. Then q again times the other one is going to be plus q squared. So if we try to simplify this one by adding the elect terms, so it's going to be 9p squared plus what? Q squared. And then this 2 is going to give us 6pq. So check something. We are given that these two, they are equals to what? 12. And we are also given that the product of what? Of p and q is what? Is -3. So what we need to do here, we're going to substitute 12 here plus 6. Then the product of what? Of p and q is given, that is -3. So we're going to substitute -3 here. So now we can take our calculator. 6 times -3 is going to be -18. So it's 12 minus 18, which is going to give us what? -6. So our answer is going to be -6. So okay, let's go to this one, the last question. So this one, they said what? To solve for x. So we're given px plus qx is equals to a. So this one, basically they are teaching you to make x a subject of the formula. So what you need to do here, you're just going to say 2.1.1. So you're given px plus what? Qx is equals to a. So here I said the first thing that you need to do, look if there is a common factor. So we can see that x is common this side and this side. So let's take it outside. So it's going to be x, then p plus q is equals to a. So okay, what can we do now to make x a subject of the formula? So since this is a product, you just need to divide. So we're going to divide here by what? P plus q, and divide this side by p plus q. So x is going to be what? It's going to be a over what? Over p plus q. So this is your answer. So they're going to give you, I think it's 2 marks. 2 marks for doing this. You can't lose this. This is a free marks. So okay, let's check. Number 2, they said 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equals to 0. Solve for x. So okay, this one, we're going to say 2.1.2. So you're given 2x squared minus 5x plus 2 is equals to what? 0. So they want the value of x. So I said, since this is a quadratic formula, so you're going to put 2 brackets here, then it's equals to 0. So first thing I said, what? Since here is 2, just put 2x, and here put x. So if you multiply this 2, is going back what? It's going back to 2x squared. So let's check the factors of 2. Factors of 2 is what? It's just 1 times 2, right? So here we just need to be more strategic. So okay, the factors here is going to be negative. The sign here is going to be negative and negative. Reason why it's negative and negative is because here is negative and negative, and here is negative, and the last one is positive, and the negative times negative is positive. That's why it's negative and negative inside the brackets. So here I said we need to be more strategic. So if we put 1 here and put 2 here, we are wrong. Let's check if we're wrong or not. So check if you multiply this number with what? With this one, is going to give us negative 2x. If you multiply this one, negative 2, and this one is going to give us what? Negative 2x. And when you add this one, it's going to give us negative 4x. And we don't have negative 4x here, which is wrong. So what you need to do is to do what? Is to swap. Put 2 here and put 1 here. So let's check now. If you multiply this and this one, it's going to give us negative 2x. If you it's going to give us negative 4x. This one and this one is negative 4x. Then this one and this one is going to be negative x. And if you add this number, it's going to give us what? Negative 5x, right? And we have negative 5x here. Then if you multiply negative 1 with what? Negative 2 is going to give us what? Positive 2. So we are sorted. We are sure that the factors we have put here, they are correct. So now what you need to do is to say either the first term, 2x minus 1 is equals to 0, or the second term, which is x minus 2, is equals to 0. So now you just need to take 1 to the other side. So it's going to be 2x is equals to 1. Then what you need to do, divide by 2 in order to have what? X value. Then, or the other one, you just simply take 2 to the other side. So it's going to be what? Positive 2. So you are certain that the values of x is what? Is 1 over 2 and what? And 2. So you can try using your calculator. If you put negative 2, if you put half here and put half here, it has to give you 0. Let's check. So it's 2, 1 over 2 squared minus 5, 1 over 2 plus 2. So if this number is going to give you 0, it means that value is correct. So in a test or exam, you need to verify your answers so that you are sure that you are doing the right thing. So yes, it's going to give us 0. So let's check. If you put 2 here, is it going to give you negative? Let's check with 2 and 2. So you use your calculator again, and you must be fast when you're proving. So it's going to be 2, and the other side is going to be what? Is going to be 2. So it's also going to give us 0, and 0 is equals to 0. So we are 100% that the values of x for this equation is what? Is half and 2. So they're going to give you, I think it's 3 marks. Yeah, 3 marks for this one. So you can't afford to lose that 3 marks. That's how you get the 3 marks. So let's go to the next question. The next question, you are given an exponent which is half to the power 3x plus 1, and this equals to what? 32. So they want you to solve the value of x. So how can we do that? Let's check. So it's 2.1.3. We're given 1 over 2, 3x plus 1 is equals to what? 32. So okay, this one, there is something that you need to know. 1 over 2 can be written as 2 to the power negative 1. You can check using your calculator. So okay, let's write this like this. So it's going to be 2 to the power negative 1, then 3x plus 1 is equals to, okay, 32 can also be written as 2 to the power 5. You can also check using your calculator. Or if you don't know it can be written as 2 to the power 5, what I advise you to do, start by saying 2 to the power 1, and then check the answer is going to be 2. Then 2 to the power 2 is going, check, is going to be 4. Then 2 to the power 3, check, is going to be 8. Then 2 to the power 4, then you are going to get, I think it's 16. 2 to the power 4, yeah, 16. Then check again, 2 to the power 5 is going to be what? Is going to be 25. So that's how you check if you are not sure how to change this number. Just try to do this. And the reason why we are saying 2 to the power is because we want to have the same base, which is 2. So here, meaning you're going to say 2 to the power 5. So now let's try to simplify this. So this and this is going to be 2 negative 3x. This one is multiplying everything here. Minus 1 is equals to what? 2 to the power 5. So since we have the same base, we can drop the exponent or equate the exponent. So negative 3x minus 1 is equals to 5. So now we can take negative 1 to the other side. So it's going to be 5 plus 1. So which is what? Which is 6. So now we can do what? Divide everything by what? Negative 3. Divide here by negative 3. So we get our answer as what? Negative 2. So okay, let's go to this question. So this question we're given negative 11 is less than or equals to 3m minus 8 less than 4. So they said solve for m. So this is an inequality. So it's going to be 2.2.1. So it's negative 1, which is negative 11 less than or equals to 3m negative 8 and then 4. So for this one, what you need to do, you are going to take 8 and put this side. If you take 8 to this side, you also need to add the 8 to this side. So it's going to be negative 11. So since here 8 is negative, you're going to say positive 8 here. Positive 8 less than or equals to 3m. Then, since you add positive 8 here, even this side you also need to add what? Positive 8. So this thing is the same thing as negative 11 is equals to 3m minus 8 is equals to 4, something like that. So treat it like that. So okay, let me just erase this. So I'm saying what you do to this side, you must also do it to the other side. So I'm saying if you take 8 to the other side, so it's 3m is equals to 4 plus 8. Even this side, you also have to do what? You also have to do 11 plus 8. So that's what I'm trying to say. But please put the sign that you are given there. So now we are going to do what? We are going to say negative 11 plus 8 is what? It's negative 3. So this side is going to give us what? 8 plus 4, which is 12. So now we're going to divide here by what? By 3. Divide here by what? By 3. So even dividing, you divide everywhere. So here is going to be negative 1 less than or equals to m less than what? 4. So this is the inequality. Then let's go to the third question, which is 2.2.2. So this one, they said, hence write down the number of integers that satisfy the inequality. So this is the inequality, right? So they are saying the integers are the number that satisfy this inequality. If you check, m can be what? Can be negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. We can't include 4 because this sign is saying less than. The reason why I included negative 1 is because this sign is saying the number that you need to put here, it can be less than or equals to what? Negative 1. So the integers there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we have what? we have 5 integers that we can put in order to satisfy this inequality. Okay, now we are going to solve simultaneous. So, okay, let me show you simultaneous equation. So simultaneous equation 2.3, you don't, even this one is very easy. So it's 5x plus 4y is equals to 21. Make this equation 1. And we also have what? We also have 2x is equals to 3 minus y. Make this equation 2. So okay, now let's use this one from equation 2. Now we are telling the examiner from equation 2, we are going to let x be the subject of the formula. So we are going to say take y to the other side. So we're taking y to the other side, then also bringing what? Also bringing 2x inside. So it's going to be 3 minus what? 2x. Then this is what? Equation 3. Then after that, you are going to say, examiner, I'm going to substitute equation 3, which is this one, where into equation 1. Okay, so that now what you need to do is to say 5x plus 4. Then now our new y is going to be represented by what? By 3 minus 2x is equals to what? Is equals to 21. So okay, now what do we need to do? We need to simplify. So here is going to be 5x plus this one and this one is going to give us 12. Then this and this is going to give us negative 8x. So I'm timing 4 by 3 and 4 by negative 2x. So it's going to give us like this, which is going to be equals to 21. So now we need to do what? We need to add the like term. So we have what? We have this one and this one as like term. So it's 5 minus what? 8 is equals to negative 3x. And then plus 12 is equals to what? 21. So we need to do what? We need to take 21 to the other side. So it's going to be what? It's going to be negative 3x is equals to 21 minus 12. So 21 minus 12 is going to be 9. So we have 9. So we need to do what here? We need to divide by negative what? Negative 3 in order to get our x value. So here we're going to say divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. So our x value is going to be what? Negative 3. So now we are going to do what? We are going to say examiner from where? From equation, no, from x is equals to negative 3. From x is equals to negative 3, I'm going to do what? I'm going to substitute that number where? Into equation 3. Right, so we're going to substitute what? From x is equals to negative 3, I'm going to substitute that number where? Into equation 3. So here now we're going to say y is equals to what? 3 minus 2. So now since we know the value of x, which is negative 3, we're going to put it like that. So you're going to say y is equals to what? 3 minus. So now negative 2 times negative 3 is going to be what? Positive 6. So now you're going to get your y as what? As 3 plus 6 is 9. So now you're going to say, therefore, the equation that are going to satisfy my simultaneous equation, or the point of intersection, is what? Is negative 3 and what? And 9. So this point, you're going to do what? You're going to substitute here. If you substitute here, it has to give you 21. And if you substitute this number here, it also have to give you like the same answer. So let's check. If we substitute this one, so it's, let me use another color. This one is for proving if our coordinates or our points are correct. So it's 5, then our x is what, is -3, plus what, plus 4, then the other one is 9. So when you use a calculator, this number, it has to give you 21. If it's not 21, it's wrong. So you're going to say 5, -3, plus 4, then 5. So yes, this number is going to give me what? 21. So meaning we're correct. So let's check with what? With this one. So how do we check with this one? This one, so we have 2. Then our x value is what? Is -3. So it's equals to. Then the other one is what? Is 3 minus 9. And 3 minus 9 is what? Is -6. So it's -6. So 2 times what? 2 times -3 is -6. So this is show that -6 is equals to -6. So this point, meaning they are what? They are correct. So when you are writing your test, or when you are writing an exam, or when you are practicing, please, you have to make sure that you prove your simultaneous equation. If the points that you got is correct for both equations, if they are not correct, there is somewhere you did wrong. So that's how you solve the simultaneous equation. So thank you guys for watching. For today, I'm going to stop here. So if you have a question, you can comment down before I end the stream. Hopefully by tomorrow, I will also bring another question. I don't know which grade, but I think now I'll be focusing on grade 10, 11, and 9, because grade 12, most of them, they are done. But I will also do grade 12 for people who are going to be studying grade 12 next year. So as I've said, I always study maths, even if I'm not going to write the exam. I always study, because I don't want to find myself struggling when I want to write a paper. You see, now I'm very confident in maths that you can just give me a question paper anytime. I can solve that question paper without even practicing. So thank guys for watching. Until I see you next time. So I appreciate a lot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.